Come over here and visit with me over on Fritz's Cooking again. I'm Fritz, and I reckon it's time for another cook, y'all. And guys, we're going to be switching gears just a little bit here. Basically, this is going to be a challenge video. And what you see in front of you here is a challenge box that my great friend Lisa over at Lisa T's Let's Cook Something, along with her husband Daniel, were kind enough to send me out and ask me if I wanted to participate in the challenge, and I said sure. And I've got a lot of great friends on here that are actually going to be doing the challenge as well, and I want to wish them the best of luck. Guys, I wanted to show you real quick before we get into our Sushiquick challenge here what actually I got in the box here. And it looks like I got some of the seaweed wrap that you wrap the sushi in, and I actually got some wasabi. I got some ginger. Looks like I got some sesame seeds, and I got some rice wine vinegar. I got some Kikkoman soy sauce, and of course I got some Sushi Rice, and we got the little gadget here so we can actually make our sushi. Looks like it's going to be pretty cut and dry, guys. Looks like you get a little stand, a mat, a little doodah there that you put your rice in, and but we'll get more into this, guys. I just wanted to tell y'all, I think I've only eaten sushi once in my life, and I have never prepared it, so this should be kind of exciting, and I hope y'all will be forgiving with me. Alright guys, let's get started here, and I'll show you what we're actually going to be preparing. I wanted to do something just a little bit different, of course. Okay y'all, I want to show you the ingredients that I'm going to be utilizing to prepare my sushi. And what we have here, guys, is 2 Cornish game hens. These lovely young ladies are going to be the stars of the show. And what I've actually done, y'all, is I've taken some of my wonderful Rendezvous Memphis Original famous seasoning and rubbed them on there real good, guys. We're going to get them on the char griller 50/50, and I'm going to smoke them. Once I get them a good smoke in them, I'm actually going to be glazing them with some of this Kikkoman teriyaki based in glaze, guys. Alright guys, for my rolls themselves, I'm actually going to be utilizing a little bit of celery, some spring onion, and some carrot, guys. And guys, I've never done this before, so like I said, I hope y'all bear with me. Alright, let's get these young ladies over to the char griller 50/50 and get some smoke on them. Alright guys, I got my char griller 50/50 rolling some good smoke here. I'm running about 300 degrees. I'll probably cook in between 250 and 300. That's my favorite temperatures. Alright guys, stand back. Yahoo! Alright guys, let's get our lovely young ladies, the stars of the show, up in here. Oh yeah, and let's get a little liquid up in here for moisture. Alright guys, and that's all there is to it. We're just going to let these puppies smoke low and slow, and we're going to get right back to y'all. Thank you so very, very much. These bad boys. That's my second coating of teriyaki. Look at that, guys. God, they smell out of this world. Alright guys, let me get these pulled, let me get them cooled off, and we're going to get to making our sushi. Alright y'all. Okay guys, we're ready to move on to phase 2. And basically what we got our beautiful Cornish game hens that we smoked out there on the char griller 50/50 down there in the refrigerator chilling out. And what we're actually doing now is we're prepping our vegetables for our sushi here. And I chose to use carrots, spring onions, and celery. Guys, went ahead and I prepped my carrots. I took and I washed them real good, and then I peeled them. I took my spring onions here, I washed them real good, and I peeled the outer skin off of it. And with your celery, guys, you want to go over it pretty good. I washed it, and then I took and I peeled all those strings off of it. You do not want those strings in your recipe. Guys, by no means am I some super chef with fantastic knife skills. I'm just a regular at-home cook type dude that enjoys cooking. What I've done here, guys, I took, and I don't have one of those julienne cutters either, so my sticks I'm making here, I'm trying to make them like into matchsticks. They're not going to be perfectly uniform, guys, as you can see. But I went ahead and did some of the carrots. I went ahead and did some of the celery, and I went ahead and I merely just chopped the green onions in half. I love green onions. But I was going to show you what I actually did real quick. I know you don't want to sit here and watch me do all this, but carrots are kind of dangerous to cut. And what I actually do with my carrots, guys, is I'll come in here and I'll just merely score it, okay? Just merely score it, just like that. Now, if you're sitting there and you're trying to saw on it, your knife could slip and you're gonna get cut. If you just merely score it and you have a good knife with a good back on it, all you gotta do is wham, you got it. Okay, now that's still gonna be a little bit thick, so what I actually do is I'll come straight back in, I'll find like, you know, where I wanna be here, and I'll just tap it again. And now we've got like a little matchstick, if you will. And basically with the onions, guys, all I do is kind of like find center, and I'll just merely just slice on down the onion like so. But you want to have a good sharp knife, guys, and I think those will be perfect for the sushi. But anyway, with the celery, guys, that's really easy to cut, but you want to be careful with it. All right, so I'll just merely chop it like so. And what I'll do is on the big pieces, I'll just come back in like I demonstrated earlier, and I'll just merely tap on it. I'm not going to try to slice it or you're going to get cut. So I'll just come straight on in. Let's find a bigger piece here. Go ahead and cut this down. And just make our sticks. All right, guys, I'm sure you don't want to watch me do this entire thing here, so I'm going to get after it, and we're going to move on to phase 3, step 3. And guys, I appreciate y'all sticking with me. I'm really enjoying this little sushi challenge. All right, guys, best of luck, everybody. Okay, y'all, we're ready to get started here. I have my vegetables prepped, our carrots, our spring onions, and our celery. Our Cornish game hens have cooled enough to where we can handle it. And now we're going to prepare our sushi rice, guys. And this looks like it's going to be a piece of cake as well. It's going to require 2 cups of water, and I'm following the directions on the bag. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this up to a boil, and then we're going to add a 1.5 cups of the rice. Okay, guys, let me get on this. We got our water boiling here, our 2 cups of water. Now it's time to add the rice. 1.5 cups of the sushi rice. All right, guys, we got our rice going. Now let's get into our Cornish game hens here. And look at this, guys. It's cooked perfectly. Let's go ahead and get the legs off. We can get the wings off. Oh my God, man, it smells wonderful. Just taking all I can take, not take a big old bite off one of these drumettes. Okay. Get to our breast meat here. You want some, don't you, boy? Telling us our sushi rice is ready to rock. So let's go ahead and get that baby off here. With some sticky stuff. Now, I had one of my best friends when I was growing up, Michael McGinn, and his mother was from Japan. And she would make us these sticky rice balls instead of, like, you know, potato chips and everything. And I'm here to tell you guys, it was wonderful. And she did like the best, my favorite in the world is tempura. And she would do that for us. My God, it was wonderful. But, all right, guys, we've got our chicken shredded, our Cornish game hens, and got our rice ready here. So I'm gonna cover it and let it set for a minute. And then we're gonna get to making some sushi, y'all. Okay, guys, we've let our rice cool down just for a bit, and now we're actually going to prepare the sushi rice itself. And what that's gonna require is a quarter cup of this rice vinegar, and I've got a quarter tablespoon of regular table salt and a tablespoon of sugar. So let's go ahead and get this up in here. And we'll go ahead and add our vinegar. And this, guys, is supposed to like activate that nori. So I might have to add a little bit more. Alright guys, we're ready to start our Sushiquick challenge here. And I'm going to go ahead and just take my base here and set it down on a kitchen towel here so it don't move. I'm going to go ahead and grab my roller here and take the end caps off of it. And what I think is so cool about this, guys, is you can actually utilize your end caps to put your soy sauce in, your wasabi, your ginger, whatever you want to use to, whatever you want to dip your sushi down into. So that's pretty cool. So what we're actually going to do now, guys, is we're going to take, there's this key here on this roller. We're actually going to take that key and we're going to place it right into this slot here. Okay, got it. Pretty piece of cake. All right, guys, now we're going to take a piece of this nori. And you've got a shiny side and a dull side. Shiny side and a dull side. Shiny side down. Okay, guys. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this little template here, and this is kind of a guide to, for the people that really don't make a whole lot of sushi and help them out and get it done right. But go ahead and get your guide on there. All right, guys, now we're going to take our sushi rice. And the key to this, guys, is just getting it on there and keeping it in that square right there. So let's go ahead and get a pretty big sized dollop here. And this stuff smells great, guys. And what I'll do is I'll actually spread it around. I guess you got to hold on to this thing here. Give me another little dollop. Hope I ain't overdoing it. All right. Maybe another little one. And like I was told, I guess that vinegar in there activates the nori, the wrap. Okay. Okay, guys, looks like we got that. Now we're going to take this dude off and see, we've got about I don't know, maybe 3/4 of an inch up there, and that'll help seal it. Now we're going to take our chicken, our smoked Cornish game hen. We're going to go about, I don't know, probably about a quarter way up or so. And I just shredded it. Alright, guys. Now I'm going to take some of our carrot that I kind of julienned to the best of my ability. Alright, guys, now we're going to take some of our celery. Sorry about that, guys. Whenever I'm right in the middle of something, my battery pack will die. But let's get back to our celery here. Go ahead and get that on there. And let's get some of our spring onions. Guys, I love onions. Get a few of them on there. Alright, y'all. Okay, now let's see if we can roll this bad boy. Now what I was told was try to hold this stuff with one hand and bring it up, roll it over, and squeeze. Squeeze. Okay, now let's take a peek. Looks like we got it rolling, guys. Now I'm going to move it back a little bit. And we're going to roll it some more. And squeeze. Alright guys. I'm going to bring it back here just a little bit more. I'm going to roll it again. Alright guys, let's take a peek. Look at that bad boy. I might have put too much in it, but heck, that looked like a big old cigar, don't it? Alright guys, my first sushi roll. Let's do another one. Alright guys, let's grab our nori. Shiny side, dull side. Shiny side down. We're going to put on our little cheater here. Alright, let's see if I can do this kind of quick. Grab us a couple of dollops of the rice. Spread it out. Make sure you hold on to the trainer here. I like mine thick. There you go. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get our chicken. That's pretty easy. Alright. Let's go ahead and get some of our carrots. Get a little bit of the celery. And we got to have some of our spring onions. Alright guys, now let's take off our cheater. And let's roll this bad boy. Alright, squeeze it. Alright, we'll back it off. Bring out some more. Roll it again. That is freaking awesome, guys. Look at that thing. Alright, y'all. Heck, let's do one more. I guess I like big sushi. Alright guys, let's grab a piece of our nori. Shiny side down. Put on the cheater. Alright guys, let's get a little bit of rice on here. Okay guys, take a peek. There's our Cornish game hen sushi rolls we made here. And let's go ahead and try to cut them up here, guys. And what I've got here is this little guide that they sent you. So what I'm going to do is I'll simply take my sushi roll, place it, put it over my guide here. And I'm going to try a serrated knife first. This is one of my tomato knives. See how it works. So I guess you squeeze in on it a little bit. And let's see. That felt like it grabbed a little bit. Let me try this other knife. Okay. Okay, and I was told to dip it in water. Okay. Oh yeah, that works a lot better. Alright guys, so let's take a peek. Fritz's Fern Creek Sushi. Alright, y'all. Look at that, guys. Man, oh man, sakes alive, sakes alive. That's kind of pretty. Kind of pretty. Not too bad. Okay, y'all, we got our Sushiquick challenge over to the table, guys, and this is my spin on sushi. This is Cornish game hen, smoked Cornish game hen with celery, carrots, and spring onions, guys. And I think I did a pretty good job for my first time on doing sushi, y'all. I took a little bit of the sesame seeds here and dressed it up a little bit, and I got a little bit of wasabi and some of that ginger on my plate, guys. So let me get after this, guys. Let's see what it's all about. I'm gonna take one of my sushi rolls here, dip it in some of the soy sauce, the Kikkoman, and give that a shot. I don't know what the etiquette is. I guess you eat the whole thing. Mmm. Oh my God. Fritz can make sushi. And guys, if I can make sushi, I guarantee any of y'all can. Guys, I wanted to thank you so very, very much for coming over and watching my videos. I wanted to thank Lisa T over at Let's Cook Something and Daniel, her husband, and Quick Sushi, or Sushiquick, I'm sorry. And guys, thank you so very, very much. All right, I'm getting after this. I'll give some to my neighbor. Hey, Ed. Oh, yeah. I'm going to hook you up, boy. Your friendship's good enough, buddy. There you go, my man.
So, thank you, buddy.